So let me show you what we're working with. While we're waiting for Moke to spawn, this is my PvP build. This is what I would say is a standard Berserker PvP build, okay? You put 1 point in crit, 249 in domination, 750 in swiftness. For finishing strike, you play tenacity. Finishing blow, lights out, makes you do big damage on like low health targets. It's pretty sick. The tenacity makes it so that you have tier 2 immunity. And lights out is the double dunk. The second hit hits so hard. It makes it a longer cooldown, but it's worth. Shoulder charge, you take longer range and you take double charge. For Tempest Slash, you can do... I actually kind of want to do this. I actually want to play Fury Gain. I'm going to try it at some point, but the attack speed is good. You can play any of these two. Not this one so much. You can either just do more damage or have a higher chance to crit. Either one's cool. I generally play driving hit, so it's just like you just instead of it doing a combo move. The combo one's fine too, but I generally play this one. Mountain Crash, make it have a longer stun. I actually want to have I seriously want to make it like a full Fury Gain build and see what that feels like. But generally, you just want to make the Earthquake last longer, which is like a longer stun. That feels pretty good. I have it set to slow. This is fine. If you want more attack speed after your stun, that's cool too. Don't usually play the outgoing damage one, but the slow is nice. Attack speed and movement speed is big. So you could actually just use it as a CC. I've been using the AoE stun, but this one it stuns in a line. And the line just is a stagger, but it does apply the slow, which is cool if you play this one. But yeah, this is like a nice big AoE, and it vacuums people in. You play Diving Slash for longer range, and you run faster for a short period of time after for running away or catching people. You play Windblade. I have it on a short cooldown. The bleed is fine. The movement speed is fine, but I have it on a short cooldown, and I have it building Fury for me. These are also fine. More crit. Any of these are fine. But I do like building Fury. That's a pretty big Fury builder. But yeah, these are also good. Just doing more damage. Maybe I'll switch back to that eventually. But I do like popping off. But yeah, either of those are fine. I usually play Wind Swift. That just makes it just like a smooth thing. I don't know if people play Squall or not. I don't know. I think Wind Swift feels pretty good. And then you play Red Dust. Do the fast attack on Red Dust. I have it applying a bleed. The other one that's popular is the crit one. That's nice too. But the bleed is just, if you land it, it's solid damage. It's very good. And Red Wave makes it a longer range and do more damage. You play Sword Storm. Have it going off quickly. You play Tenacity. So you have the T2 push immunity, Tier 2 CC immunity, and you play the stun here too. Big Earthquake. 4-second stun is big. Big. And generally you play Chains. It's just easy to have it just be a nice big OE. It's instant. You don't have to charge it up. And that's pretty much the build. Top 2 NA Zerks use quick prep on Tempest Slash. Yeah. This one? I'm down. I'll try it. I'm down. I think I won't. With it. Making it go off faster is kind of fun, but yeah, I'm down. Lower cooldowns are good. So, sounds good to me. Yeah, we could also play more crit or whatever, but that's pretty much where it's at. We'll try that build next time, but that's the one. It's pretty good. Ooh. It's pretty nice. So, I've played a Maelstrom build before, and that's kind of fun. But I think that what I've been doing is playing Leap, so I can have a little bit more ability, get in, get out, you know, that kind of thing. It's good. That works, though. 1 point into crit stat. I think it's just... The way I've heard it described is that so you can crit. But some of your abilities have crit tied into them, too, if you decide to play that way. Yeah, Maelstrom's pretty nice. Like, the lockdown in CC is pretty good. But, yeah. The double charge is nice, and you play the range on it. I mean, the shield seems like it could be cool, but the shield makes the charge, like, take a long time to, like, charge up. There's, like, a big delay on it. So I don't really recommend that. But, yeah, I could put more damage on just good old Wind Slash, too. But we've been trying out the Fury Gain one. Tried that out for the tournament and stuff, and it felt pretty good. I think that part of the reason why is, like, it's just nice to have that Fury Gauge. Like, the Fury Gauge is kind of like a game changer. You can really pop off with that thing. And I feel like that feels really nice. Having Fury up more often. Because, like, when you come out of spawn and you're like, okay, I have Fury, like, you're ready to get in there and, like, get some kills, you know? That feels good to me. Oh! Let's see if I die. Oh, maybe not. Let that potion tick. Cursed all, no problem. But yeah, that's what you'll see me playing in my PvP build these days. Maelstrom's cool. I liked Maelstrom like even in threes. It's just like the lockdown is nice, but once you're in, you're kind of like in. You know what I mean? Like you can't really get out. And Leaf is good for getting out or catching people too, because the Leaf you got to remember has like a knockdown component as well. So it's pretty cool. All right. Nothing really there. Oh, good. Good run, good run. Oversized Aquana, yeah. What server is this for 115 channels? This is on Vaulton, and there's actually 234 channels. The server's popping off, dude. The server is bumping. But yeah, definitely considering playing a more Fury builder build. The bleed is also just good damage too, which is kind of fun. But yeah, maybe just more dam. But when you crit people in PvP, that feels pretty good too. I am a big fan of the Fury gain, but maybe just do more damage too. Maybe I'll play the damage one for a little bit. See how that feels. Just pump with the damage. Big fan of the Fury gain. Yep. Your server feels one. Yeah, this server is popping off, man. That's the build for the PvP build. My keybinds are like QWER, and then I have Alt QWER. I just use a bunch of alt binds from WoW, so it feels pretty comfortable. But yeah, the Maelstrom build, the reason my Maelstrom is sometimes kind of cool is because it gives you tenacity. And you can do like really neat little setups with it. You also, like, it is a possibility that you do Fury gain with it too. So, some of those Fury gain talents are pretty sweet. TY for group, dude. But I just don't know if it's worth, like, I feel like you probably gain a little bit more Fury from doing more damage too, so. Kind of depends. And I think you're usually going to get like 2 Furies a game, but sometimes you can get 3 if you're like really hammering people. Or if you take those things. But I think damage is probably pretty good, but I'm a big fan of the Fury stuff, so. I might experiment with not Fury for a little bit and see how it feels. But yeah, so far so good. Definitely want to do the like a character update video too. I mean, we could just quickly go over my characters. I feel like the main thing that's changed is my engravings. I think the last time I made a character update video, I was playing Spirit Absorption with 3. I decided to go ahead and make the switch to Cursed Doll. I still randomly have a Spirit Absorption. But 3x3, basically once you have access to Argos, 3x3 engravings are really easy. What you do is you get every piece of gear to have like a times, or like a +3 of the class engraving you want. Like Mayhem here. All these have Mayhem, but the Argos gear drops with a guaranteed class engraving. So you just need to get the one that you want with the good stats that you want. And then you get your other 2, like Master's Tenacity and Cursed Doll, super easy from your Epic Book and from your Stone. Now my Stone is not even that good. Like ideally you get 9/9 and then 6/6. But because I have a Cursed Doll ring, I can actually just have a really inexpensive Stone that's 6/4. And that ends up working out pretty good. So that allows me to have full Cursed Doll, full Master's Tenacity, and full Mayhem. Super easy. Now, if I wanted to get a 4th engraving, or like a better Spirit Absorption, I would have to get it off my jewelry, right? So I have a Spirit Absorption 2 here, Spirit Absorption 2 here, and Spirit Absorption 2 here. Now, 2 of these came from a raid, and one of them cost me like 500 gold, which is not too crazy because we're making gold pretty well. The main thing is that it cost me a bunch of Fions, but I don't know. Sometimes I like to, you know, just have my character be fun, you know? Like, I save up a good amount of gold, but sometimes you can make a small little discretionary purchase just to get this Spirit Absorption. It's only 3% attack speed, move speed, but it's kind of fun. It's going to cost me a lot of gold to get, like, a big, like, Keen Blunt or something like that with the right stats on it. It didn't cost very, very much to get a Spirit Absorption, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't really love the attack power reduction, but it is what it is. But that's how the engravings work. It's pretty simple to set up. I guess my gems are mostly similar. I did get a red dust. Very luckily, I was just fusing all my gems, and I eventually got one. And I don't really ever re-roll gems with silver. Usually, if it's something that I like, I'll use it, if it's an upgrade. And if it's not something that I like, I usually just fuse it until the point it gets to level 7, at which point you either use it if it's good, or you sell it if it's not good, and it still makes a lot of gold, so. That's pretty much the basics with my engravings. My cards are the same. I haven't really been able to upgrade these at all. I haven't really been working to upgrade them, but still using We'll Meet Again in Nature's Elementals. The gems are looking okay. Definitely a lot of room for improvement, some level 3 gems in there, but we'll get there. over time, we'll get more boss rushes, and we'll get more gems. It'll be fine. I do have a preemptive strike set, too, which is kind of funny. I think I actually do fine damage without preemptive strike, but preemptive strike does kind of pump for chaos dungeons. Makes you do, like, giga crits, but I think even with my normal set, I actually just kind of shred those things because of just my character's kind of buff right now. We've got 45% crit, and then whenever my Argos 5 set is fully stacked, you get, like, you know, 25% crit. So I've got, like, 70% crit, like, all the time. And then I have just a little bit of swiftness. That's just kind of incidental. If I could drop this swiftness ring for crit, I probably would. But it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Looking juicy. Pretty strong, having fun. Blasting in PvP. We're working on it. We should be able to get 5th limit this week. But we'll need a PvP tomorrow, for sure. That'll be fine. Looking good overall. Yeah, what is it looking like? I need 151k for 5th limit. We should be able to do that if we just play tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem. Looking forward to that. But that's my character update and I guess PvP build right now. I want to do both of those for you guys. Just take a look at it while you end the stream for the day. Should be fun. Should be fun. How do you upgrade the silver champion's crest? You have the brass one. I think you just need to like get a higher limit, right? Which one to upgrade my equipment? Oh, I guess I should have showed that, huh? I have a 17 sword, 17 gloves, 17 shoulders, and 16 helmet. And the tripods, yeah, I probably should have showed that too, are these ones. Finish Strike, Flame Storm, Tempest Slash, Strike Wave, Tempest Slash, Quick Prep, Lights Out. These ones right here. I have the crit on Red Dust, Sword Storm, extra damage to push immune, Strike Wave, Limit Break. We've got Crime Hazard, Burst. I need to get rid of that. The only reason I put this on there is because it has a Deadly Blow level 3. I definitely need to run some Chaos Dungeons and replace that Burst enhancement once we find something good. That's okay though. Chainsword, giving crit, Hellblade, Earth Flip, which is kind of nice. And then Finish Strike and Hand Strike is juicy. Then I have a big bleed on Chainsword, which is the one I actually use right now because I don't need the crit quite as much. Red Dust, short cooldown, and then Sword Storm. Though that's the one that gives extra crit on Sword Storm, so pretty juicy. But that's the order I did it in. I think I did gloves first, then I started working my weapon a little bit. Once I got the gloves, then I went to shoulders. Once I got the shoulders, then I did the helmet. That's like the most damage that you can get. That's pretty good. What else do we need to show you guys? I guess just my build. I mean, my actual like PvE build. All I ever use, I do Chaos Dungeons in my PvP build that I showed you. It's just not fully fleshed out. But for my raid build, we're doing this. We got Tenacity, Finishing Blow, Lights Out. Just a little bit of Shoulder Charge Action with excellent mobility on there. I've got an Overwhelm Rune on Finishing Strike, Quick Recharge on Charge. I could probably put Rage on there. Am I using Rage for anything? I guess I'm using Rage on that. That's fine. That's fine. Tempest Slash, I put my Epic Bleed on there, or Legendary Bleed on there with Quick Prep, Weak Point Detection, and Driving Hit. This is for raiding again. It's pretty good. Plus 20 weapon at 17 helm? Yeah, maybe. I'll have to work on it. But weapon will be expensive, but yeah, it could be fun. Once I get 14, I'm probably going to get 1445, but yeah, we'll see. Hellblade with extra Overwhelm on it. Doing Leap, Deadly Blow, Earth Flip. Chainsword right now is just giving me crit and bleed. The reason I'm using the bleed is because it's such a high level thing. And I don't really need extra attack speed. Extra attack speed probably would be good. Probably would be better than bleed, but this just is what it is. And then I'm using Strike Wave, charging it up with Limit Break and Wave, and then doing Earth Flip. I need to get Earth Flip. That's what I need to find to replace the Crime Hazard thing. For Red Dust, for raiding, you probably should use Amplified Damage, but sometimes I just use this. I was selling Velganos, so that's what we'll say we were doing that for. Quick Prep is good. Extra crit is good. And then we have Sword Storm, big crits. I actually put Tenacity on there. I put Tenacity on my Finishing Strike, too. Weak Point Detection, or sorry, Enhanced Strike is probably what I'd recommend, but Tenacity is kind of fun just because, like, you don't get knocked around, but this does hit way harder, so I was kind of messing around with that a little bit. Same thing with this. You probably want to put Weak Point Detection on there. It does a lot more damage, but then again, not getting knocked down is nice, too, and then I play Flame Storm on that one because they do giga damage with Mayhem, low health, and then I still haven't done my second awakening, so I just use the Chains of Vengeance. It just is what it is. But yeah, that's where my build is at for PvP and PvE. We'll walk you through that one when we need to every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, the game's crazy fun, man. I'm still pumping. The weapon could be fun to pump. It's just so expensive. Yeah, the Second Awakening does hit hard. 20 million is ridiculous. That's insane. I might have to do that eventually. Yeah, that's just going to be insanely expensive for the weapon. I feel like it's... Would it not be less expensive to just go ahead and get these up to 17? But yeah. Maybe, is that the best way to get to... I mean, I guess if you get to 1490, it would bridge the gap. Or would it? To get to 1445? I kind of want to get to 1445 for Vault and Hard mode. That'd be cool.